Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds. Went to my new favorite outlet, to the bins, and this is going to be another two-parter. If you're looking more for just the movies, DVDs, VHS, whatever, that's going to be the next one. Here I'm going to cover something that was a big surprise today, because at this location, while it's been probably the best source ever for things like VHS, DVDs, Blu-rays, it's been very lacking in books in general, and especially kids' books. But today, kids' books came back with a vengeance. I grabbed, this is just the start, giant pile of little golden books, and a lot of them are more vintage ones, which is great, and these are fantastic to make big lots depending on the unified theme. And just, I love this kind of thing for the store. I love putting up little kids' books, especially the ones that have a nostalgic appeal. So a lot of them in here are, there's a lot of 80s, there's a few a little bit older, like 60s, 70s, there's a few more recent, good variety. Starting off already, Pound Puppies, it's a great find. One thing I'm going to do is, they're all kind of, I just got home, so they're all very separated in here, but one thing I want to do for this time of year is make a couple of different groups of Christmas ones, because I found a ton of Christmas themed ones in here, as well as different franchises. We have, some Peanuts, Snoopy and Friends, Funny Poems, Bugs Bunny, Pussy Willow, some like real classic ones, just tons, so much in here. The Owl and the Pussycat, Love Never Ever Ends, some Sesame Street. This one, I've seen this one a bunch of times, and I still think it has the creepiest cover of any little golden book ever. We Like Kindergarten. It's like a horror movie. Some more Christmas, a lot of Disney, Hooky Little Puppy, some Donald Duck, The Snoring Monster, I think that's my wife, Toodle, Sport Goofy and the Racing Robot, the Sleepy Book, Tiny Toon Adventures, We Help Mommy, Mickey Mouse Heads for the Sky, Lily Pig's Book of Colors, The Night Before Christmas, The Christmas Tree That Grew, Cars and Trucks, The Little Red Caboose, Garfield and the Space Cat, The Day Snuffy Had the Sniffles, My First Counting Book, The New Baby. You can just see the other kid. Put it back. What Will I Be? A Wish Book, Scuffy the Tugboat, Boy with a Drum. I remember this one. This is one of those, like, wow, like forgotten just memories in the vault. Big Bird's Red Book. I definitely had that as a kid. Haven't thought about that in 30-something years. But Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Patch. But I definitely remember that after seeing the cover. Heidi, My Home, another copy of The Christmas Tree That Grew, Count All the Way to Sesame Street, The Circus is in Town, a bunch of counting books, some more Pound Puppies, some Oscar the Grouch, The Cow and the Elephant, more Christmas, another Pound Puppies, got a decent number of those, which is good, Grover's Own Alphabet, Little Red Riding Hood, Water Babies, The Animal Quiz Book, The Three Little Pigs, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Ernie's Work of Art, The Big Brown Bear, another Mickey's Christmas Carol, The Littlest Christmas Elf, The Animal Christmas Eve, The Littlest Christmas Elf, Biggest Most Beautiful Christmas Tree, Frosty the Snowman, Christmas Story, Night Before Christmas, Mickey Mouse's Picnic, another one of these, the Animals Christmas Eve, so definitely a couple of different groupings of Christmas ones. That'll be really good. How Come You're So Shy? Because people suck. Little Raccoon Takes Charge, and Little Raccoon's Nighttime Adventure, Ordinary Amos and the Amazing Fish. Never heard of that one. The House That Had Enough. That's pretty funny. Then a few of these Vintage Sweet Pickles. These are another great older series. These are ones that I like to hold on to and just kind of have them sit on the shelf for a while until I pile together the complete alphabet. They're alphabet books. So I grabbed just a couple of those. Weren't any more, but hey, they don't run into them very often. And normally when I find them, they're not 5 cents a piece, which is pretty much on average. Everything between here and all the movies I got and everything, I try average it out. It's based on, like, you know, because it's by weight. I paid 4 point something cents a piece if you average it out that way per item, so that's great. Worked out really well. And the other thing too is another series that I like to hold on to until I have a decent sized lot of them. Don't see them a lot anymore in good condition, but the Berenstain Bears. Big stack of those as well. So I mean, just this place again, I'm going to do it for months now, and brilliant for some things and just not great for books. And then all of a sudden today, it was just unloading kids' books. We have the Berenstain Bears Night to Remember. I used to have tons of these as a kid. I had this one, Trick or Treat. Go out for the team. This one, I don't know why. I have to look through this one. For some reason, I remember this one being my absolute favorite one as a kid, but I don't remember why. The Berenstain Bears and the Bad Dream. About having a nightmare, and for some reason, like, I vividly remember, yeah, like some of these images, and like I know for a fact this was my favorite one, the one about having a nightmare. I don't know why or what that says about me as a kid. We have The Bad Habit, Trouble with Grown-Ups, Trouble with Pets, Double Dare, No Girls Allowed, Moving Day, and The Trouble with Friends. Essential, this is the Nursery Tales, one of the older ones here, with the big road race. Get in a Fight. Get Stage Fright. Go to Camp. Slumber Party. Berenstain Bears and the Gimmies. Hissy Fit, give me that candy. Forget Their Manners. Another one of these, Trouble with Grown-Ups. Only a couple of doubles. The Not So Buried Treasure. Stage Fright. Ghost in the Forest. Another classic one. That one sticks out in my mind from when I was a kid as well. Prize Pumpkin. Don't Pollute. And Too Much Vacation. This is, out of all of them, I think this is the one I see the most for some reason. Too Much Vacation. So all of that, tons, and then a bunch more just kind of random ones, some little critters. One from the Rugrats movie storybook. Some Bear in the Big Blue House. Some Teddy Ruxpin, one random one by itself, and then one, the top of the box is a little beat up, but one that actually has the cassette, a set with the storybook and cassette to put in Teddy Ruxpin, so that was a nice little extra. Then a few more of the slightly older kids' books, some R.L. Stine, Ghosts of Fear Street, a couple of those, Kazam, Bruce Coville's Ghosts, Tales to Haunt You. Some more Ghosts of Fear Street, one random Goosebumps, Return of the Mummy. And that was it for kids' books. I found a couple other kind of odds and ends stuff. One adult book that was an interesting one, not necessarily something I normally pick up. It's a Bantam War book. A lot of these like World War II books, I usually don't pick them up, but Through Hell and Deep Water, this one was definitely worth grabbing. This one, for some reason, goes for a lot, like 30, 40 bucks plus. So I was like, all right, I'll grab that for 5 cents. So that was one worth grabbing. One music find. Again, this place has been great for CDs and cassettes, but today was very different. So just one random music find. One PC game that looked just bizarre. I have no idea what this is, but it is looks like a murder mystery game. It just looked interesting. It just caught my eye with that evidence thing in the front, and no idea, but it's a multi-disc, PC game for, is it Windows 98? Yeah, through XP. Just kind of looked like an interesting thing. There's just like, I have a couple pennies, I'll grab that. And this was interesting. You want some stale candy that tasted bad when it was fresh. But we have 42 Animaniacs featuring Pinky and the Brain. These kids' Valentine's, completely sealed set with the candy in there and everything. So that was definitely a fun little nostalgic grab that someone's going to want. One that's easy to count through the pieces, and hopefully it's all the correct pieces. I think it is. But 100-piece puzzle of Tom and Jerry, the movie, in really good shape, and the pieces look like they're in pristine shape, so one I'll have to quickly put together and check out. That was a puzzle worth getting, and it's not an older one, so it's not super exciting, but for the price, it's worth grabbing. This D&D starter set. It's not new, but it is complete in there, so I was like, alright, for the price, that's worth grabbing. And that was the madness of all that stuff. And then if you were interested in all the movie finds, I had some pretty incredible deals, like some really bizarrely rare stuff that was just kind of sitting there when I first walked into the bins. It ended up being just a great selection, so stay tuned for that.